was diagnosed stage 4, and what that means is that it not only was my tumor very big at 8.2 centimeters, and I had 13 malignant lymph nodes, but it's also spread to my bones. And that means that I won't be cured, and it means that right now my therapy is quality of life, and so I take one thing, one treatment, and when my body no longer reacts to that, then I'll take another one and sort of walk through everything that's available. I'm hoping there's quite a few things available. Right now I'm on hormonal therapy, which is this tiny little pill. It's Arimidex, it's called, and I take it every morning. I seem to have no side effects whatsoever, although I sure didn't lose any weight. Boy, was that ever wrong-headed about cancer. Not only have I gained probably 15 pounds in the last, 3 months, but everyone else I've met who've gone through chemo and everything else have not gotten particularly skinny either. So I think the days of cancer serving as a good diet are definitely over. So with stage 4, I actually feel fine. And in fact, I feel like I've always felt. So in some ways it's kind of hard to believe that this is happening, except that I seem to be in doctor's offices every couple of minutes. I went without any kind of prosthesis for about 3 months, largely because I couldn't figure out where to find one, until finally someone pointed me to a boutique for breast cancer patients that had prostheses, and I had to be fitted for one. In fact, this was quite a science. You need to get one that's not only the same size, of course, but also the same weight and sort of the same shape. And so there had to be a certified person who could fit me. And in addition to the prosthesis, I got 6 bras that have sort of pockets in the boob area for the prosthesis. And I also got a compression sleeve for lymphedema. Just like I hadn't heard much about things filling out in your breast area, I also hadn't heard much about lymphedema. And boy, it's hard to find information on lymphedema. This is where if you lose a lot of lymph nodes, or even probably some lymph nodes, some people will have the lymph fluid, the same thing that was filling up my breast, fill up your arm. The only problem is without the lymph nodes, it doesn't suck that fluid back out, and so your arm is then stuck forever, all swelled up. Well, compression sleeves can help that, and if you fly or anything, you should wear a compression sleeve every time, because the change in pressure in the cabin can cause lymphedema. There are a lot of other things they say that can cause lymphedema, and if you followed them all, well, you just might as well cut off your arm because you'd never use it. So I guess it's just the luck of the draw. They say that your chances for getting lymphedema after a mastectomy with lymph node involvement is about 10%. Now that I'm going to have radiation in that area, it goes up. They say that's 3%, and so afterwards my chances of lymphedema are 30%. Well, I'm sure I'll get it. All along the way, the things the books say you'll never get, I have gotten. In fact, the first day after I got home from the surgery, which was actually the day after I got home from the surgery, I got something that the books talk about in a very brief, sort of dismissive kind of a way. I got a wing scapula. You probably can't see it now. Wing scapula is when your shoulder blade, the nerve, I guess, under your shoulder blade gets damaged, and where your one shoulder blade stays flat, your other shoulder blade sticks out. So that if I went like this, or in any way moved my arms around, this one shoulder blade would be sticking way out. It didn't hurt. It was weird. When you lean back on a chair or something, that shoulder blade would like stick through the slats and stuff. And I'd always want to try to tuck it in. But I will say that it's pretty much gone away at this point. The doctor said it would, thank goodness it has. It was the first one he had seen in 15 years. So, chances are you won't get a wing scapula. But I did. Another thing that went strange is I got cording. Cording is, one day I woke up and I went to stretch out my arm, and I felt like there was a guy wire from my wrist to under my arm. I mean, it was like like a wire that was too short, and it hurt. Well, of course, now I figured I had cancer all the way down my arm. But it did feel like the word says. It did feel like a cord. And it took a while to get my arm straightened out. It happened literally overnight. It has been there to some degree for a couple of months. And in fact, for a long time, I could hold up my arm and I could see it. I could see actually like it looked like a cord underneath my skin in my armpit. But I'll say that now it is gone. It's completely gone. I didn't know what to do about it. I didn't know if it eventually dissolved or it snapped or what happened, but it has gone away. Thank goodness, because it wasn't very comfortable. I thought that I would show you what this prosthesis looks like. So, if you're willing, I'm going to take off my shirt and show you my bra and how this looks underneath.